Good morning. By the way, my name is Eliza Bermoy, and today I will be discussing the internal rate of return. So when we say internal rate of return, it is also known as the time-adjusted rate of return. So it is a method of ranking investments proposals using the rate of return of asset investment. So it is a discount rate that will make the net present value of the project equal to zero. So ginagamit siya to evaluate if an investment is acceptable or not. So here are the procedures to determine the interest rate of return. So first, we need to determine the present values of the expected cash flows and outflows. So our goal here is to find the interest rate where present value of cash inflows is equal to initial investment. So next is find an interest rate that equates the present value of the cash inflows to the present value of the cash outflows. So to get that, we will use this formula. Initial investment is equals to annual cash inflow times annuity present value factor or F. Then the factor can be used as the basis for determining the equivalent interest rate using the previous illustrations. So the factor is 3.0375 computed as follows. So 6,075 is our initial investment. Then the 2,000 is the cash or the annual cash inflow. Then F is the present value factor. So in here, we will get the factor. So 6,075 is divided by 2,000. So the answer is 3.0375. So that is now our factor. So in the present value of an annuity table, the factor closest to 3.075 at year 4 is 3.073, which is in 12% column. So I couldn't find the table aning gina-refer diri sa book. I think wala siya. Wala dyan ako siya nakita. So, ang bottom na to is let's as assume na lang. So, if the IRR with the minimum desired rate, the project should be accepted, otherwise it should be rejected. So if the calculation of IRR is not exact, interpolation is necessary to get the exact rate. So, suppose the expected cash inflow is 1,800. So instead of 2,000, so 6,775 is our initial investment. So instead of 2,000, we will use the 1,800 cash inflow. So 6,075 divided by 1,800 is equals to 3.375. So 3.375 is our factor. So the period of the year for 3.3750 is closest to 7%. Okay, sorry. So now I will explain how we get the exact IRR using interpolation. So earlier we computed the factor 3.375. So when we check the present value for 4 years, at 7%, the factor is 3.3872. And at 8%, it is 3.3121. So two interest rates where the factor is in between will be used as a guide in determining the IRR. So our computed factor 3.375 ganina falls between the 7% and 8%. So the IRR is also between these two rates. So to get an exact rate, an interpolation of the two rates could be done as follows. So first, we must find the total difference between the two table values. So at 7%, which is the 3.3872, we will deduct this to 8%, which is the 3.3121. So the answer is 0.0751. And next is we will find how far our factor is from the higher value or the 7%. So at 7%, 3.3872 is being deducted by 3.3750. So their difference is 0.0122. So to get the exact rate or the IRR, we will use this formula. So IRR or exact rate is equals to the lower rate, which is 7%, then the difference or the 0.0122, then divided by the total difference, which is the 0.0751, then multiply to 1%. So equals to, we have 7.16%. So this is our internal rate of return. So so the exact IRR is 7.16%. So if the factor is closer to 7%, the IRR is also closer to 7%. However, if it is closer to 8%, the internal rate of return is also moves toward 8%. So in this case, since 3.375 is closer to 3.872, the IRR is closer to 7%. So we use the interpolation to estimate the internal rate of return between 7% and 8%. And we found the exact rate to be 7.16%. So interpolation gives a more accurate internal rate of return between two rates. So mao na siya ang ginagamit. Then if naman the given cash flows are kanang uneven, so we will use the trial and error. So the computation of IRR is in the process of trial and error. This trial and error in substituting different rates for IRR are done until you find the values that force the net present value to equal to zero. So assuming the following initial investment of 90,000, then cash inflows from operations for year one is 20,000. Then year two, we have 40,000. And year three, we have 60,000. So we will try the two rates. So at 12%, the total present value is 92,454. Then at 14%, the total present value is the 88,824. So to interpolate, we will get the difference between the 12% factor and the 14% factor. So the 92,454 is minus ito siya sa 88,824. So we have the difference of 3,630. Then at 14%, we will get the at 12%, 92,454, i-minus ito siya sa true rate. So, 92,454 minus 90,000. So, we have 2,454. So, to compute the internal rate of internal return of rate, internal rate of return. So, or the exact rate. So, 12% plus the difference 2,454 divided by 3,630. So we have then times 2%. So we have 1.4%. So copy lang na to ang 12% plus the answer aning sa babaw. We have 1.4%. Then add lang 12% plus 1.4%. So we have 13.4%. So this 13.4% is our IRR. So key ideas to remember, IRR is the rate where net present value is equal to zero. Use present value factor for equal cash flows, then use interpolation if not exact. And lastly, use trial and error for uneven cash flows. So that's all for my topic. Thank you.